Hello and welcome to BeautyFit. If you remember, we did a video with Anusha Sodavaram who spoke to us about Diastasis Recti. Today, she's going to demonstrate for us some workouts that could help healing those problems and also toning your abs. And it may even work with others who are not suffering with this issue. So are you ready? Let's get started.
Hello. So let's focus this week on few exercises to strengthen our core muscles, which is the abdominal muscles, and see how we can help the core abdominal muscles to strengthen a bit, to make them a bit more strong and reduce the amount of saggy skin that we usually end up having when we have diastasis recti. So let's go ahead. So the first exercise is we need to lie down on the floor, but please be very, very careful and remember that when we have diastasis recti, it's not advisable to lie down on the floor directly on your back. Yeah? Do not lie on your back directly, because when you're directly lying on your back, you're kind of putting pressure on your core abdominal muscles that will lead to more separation. So what we do is, we first turn towards the side, right or left. We turn side and then try to straighten, lie on your back. Yeah? So this is how we need to do. The first exercise is we are going to fold our knees. Both our knees folded, their knee bent, and slowly try to breathe in by holding on to your core muscles and pulling them towards the spine. So that's where you are kind of tightening your core muscles. You're holding in them tight, you're pulling them towards your spine, and that's kind of helping them the way back. So while we hold it, we need to breathe in. Hold our air, breathe for 5 seconds and then breathe out, but very, very slowly. So let's do it. We breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. While we are doing this exercise, what we need to focus on is we are pulling our core muscles towards the spine. So that's our focus is. While we are holding on to our muscles, abdominal muscles, we are breathing in and breathing out. We are breathing in slowly and breathing out slowly. So again, let's do it again. It's breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You would notice that when I'm breathing in and breathing out, my breathing out takes a longer process, it takes longer time rather than breathing in, because I am breathing out really slowly, holding tight to the core muscles. And you would know that you are doing it right when you feel the tension in your core muscles. So it is going to be a tension, and you can see that, yeah, it is working. It is kind of you're focusing on your core muscles and you're holding them tight. So you're on the right track. So after this, we would do lift, lie down straight, knees nicely placed, 2 hands down at your side, and slowly lift. One knee should be bent down. Lift the leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. So while breathing in, we get our bend knee towards us. While breathing out, we push it back onto the ground. So do the other side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And through the process, please make sure that you're holding your core muscles tight in. You're pulling it towards the spine. So you have to hold them tight while you're doing these breathing exercises. That's when it's going to be more effective. So the next variation of the same exercise, while holding to the core muscles, breathe in, breathe out, but there'll be a variation in the legs. That's how you will breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Continue doing all these variations as long as you can take it and you okay to take the tension in your core muscles. But believe me, when you're doing it, it might look very easy from outside, but when you're holding your core muscles and doing these exercises, it puts a lot of tension. So let's move on to the other one. What we do is the knees are there where it's supposed to be. No change to where our legs are. It's folded. The knees are folded. Our hands down, and try to lift up this part of your body in the air while your head and the back on the floor, your feet on the floor. You're just lifting up this portion of your body. And while you're lifting, you're breathing in. While you're coming back on the floor, you're breathing out. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Remember, don't go overboard with lifting your body up, because we have diastasis recti. We can't give too much of tension to our core muscles. We need to give them enough tension to wake them up. That's it. We can't go overboard like we would have normally done when we don't have diastasis recti. Yeah. So even don't think about how your knees are close. The knees are close to each other. They're touching. No, your main focus is the core muscles. So make sure you focus on them. The next one is we are going to lift our left hand, lift our right leg, and try to push each other. So apply force to each other, like you're trying to push your right leg away, and the right leg is trying to push the left hand away. So you're kind of pushing pressure there, and while you're applying the force on each other, you are going to stretch the left leg and the right hand. Yeah? 1, 2, and while you're doing it, again, the core muscles should be pulled in towards the spine, and while you're stretching, the breathe in. While we're contracting, it's breathe out. Yeah? Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. Let's switch. Go slow, no rush. Just breathe in and breathe out exercises. All the focus should be on the core muscles. So let's change. The right hand now, trying to push away the left leg, and the left leg trying to push away the right hand. So both are struggling here. Then a shift while we use the other hand and the leg to do our stretch exercises. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, you can keep repeating this. Depends on your body, your abdominal muscles, how much they can take. There is no such rule. So don't go overboard with them. Don't think that if you do more, you'll get your results quicker. No, it's not the case. It's going to take its own time, so go slowly. The next is make sure we are not supposed to do any kind of crunches. So what we are trying here right now, we make sure that we don't, but we are going to try a crunch here, but it's not going to be a full crunch. It's just a semi-crunch, trying to put a bit of tension at the sides, yeah? And while we're doing it, again, when we are up, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, start. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah? So let's go on to the next variation. I need to get up, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to get up straight from the back. As I told you in the beginning, that the people who have diastasis recti shouldn't ever get up straight from the back. You have to always curl up on your side and try to get up this way. So that is going to speed up your process of healing. So the next one, what we are going to do is, it's called cat and cow. We kneel down, yeah. What we're doing is just we are kind of working on this part of our body where we're doing. That's it. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah? And then the other exercise that we're going to do now is, it's a variation of the exercise that we did while lying down. We're going to use one hand, opposite hand and the leg to stretch. It's called the bird position. So we are going to do that now. And while we're stretching, breathe in, coming back, breathe out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. Yeah. Yeah. So while we do this, these are very few ones that can be worked out anywhere in the house. But before we end, we do a closing exercise, which is you're kind of now giving a bit of relaxation to the core muscles. So how do we do? We get into the, baby position. So let's curl up. So that way you are kind of relaxing your muscles, but always keep holding your core muscles tight, yeah? Throughout the exercises, don't let your core muscles loosen. Hold them tight. because when you're holding them tight and doing the breathing exercises, that's only you're going to see the maximum effect. So this is, let's end with this last exercise, which is remember, while I'm doing this, I'm breathing in and out while holding my core muscles tight toward pulling them towards the spine. Yeah. So these are the very few basic exercises that can really make a huge difference. If you remember in my initial video, in my first video a few weeks ago, I did say that I used to even post delivery even after a year and a half, like until last year June, I still was looking like a 5 months pregnant woman. So when I started my journey, this exercise seemed very easy and was not very confident, sure if that's going to actually make a difference. But trust me, it does make a difference. It's a slow process because core muscles take a while. So it's going to help you a lot and help you with the saggy skin as well. Hope you liked it, and feel free to ask any questions. BeautyFit is always there. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hope you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe and leave us any comment or suggestions and hit us a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye.